everyone. My name is Sharon Ymata. I'm 66 years old and I've gone through so many things with the Lord at my side. I wanted to share them with you. I first came to know the Lord when I was 8 years old. I was in a car accident where we sideswiped another car. And just before we hit, I yelled out, "Oh God, help us." No one was hurt, only the cars were damaged. I knew then that God was real and He'd always be there. Through the years growing up, I always turned to God when I was scared or when I felt alone. As I reached my 50s, I became ill with renal failure and couldn't walk because I had back surgery on my back. I laid in a bed for 2 years, praying to God to help me. And when I left the last facilities before coming here, the doctor told me I'd never walk again after being down for 2 years. I told him he's wrong, and I answered, I'm going to walk with the Lord. Praise God, today I can walk with a walker and stand on my own. It was during that time that I had 3 spiritual dreams. One of them, the Holy Father and His mother were at my bedside, telling me that everything was going to be okay. The second dream was when I was running through a field of flowers in heaven, the brightest colors you can ever imagine. And I ran and embraced the Lord. I couldn't see His face because of the bright light that was up there with Him. I laid my head on His chest but couldn't see His face. And He told me that heaven smelled like newborn babies. The third dream was of my guardian angel. He came to me and told me his name was Raphael. He would never leave my side. He'd always be there for me. I've had times where I've had irregular heartbeat, electrical shock, pneumonia attacking my blood, internal bleeding, congestive heart failure, and each time I reached out to God, knowing that He was going to pull me through it. Each time He sent me back. I went down the tunnel, and I was told to go back because I wasn't finished. And that's why I'm known as Boomer. I have a boomerang in my room given to me by the Bridge of Hope to signify how many times I've boomeranged back from close death. And I'm so very proud to display it and tell everyone my nickname is Boomer. So God has a purpose for me for something, and when He reveals it, then I'll know what my true path is. Until then, I'm going to stay close to the Lord and spread His love as much as I can. Because I believe in the Almighty Father, I look for the positive because that's my direction. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that I do love them when I tell them. If I never live too many more years, I will have lived a good life because God has guided me every step. And at one time in my life, I did turn away. I did, as many humans do, turn away and feel like nothing would help. But then I heard a voice and asked me, "What are you doing?" And I woke up and I went back to God. I've never been happier. And no matter what I come through, I'm going to be happy and graceful and accept it because it's God's will and God's will be done. And I will continue to be Boomer as long as I'm on this earth. And even when I'm not on this earth, I'll come back and remind people they need to boomerang.